I love Stunning Steve Austin. I knew the guy could talk. And I'll never forget when he was hired, you know, Vince would call me in the office and he'd give me like a blueprint of, okay, like these are who these characters are, and I would have to develop the characters.
Right.
And I remember Vince looked me in the eye and he said to me, Steve Austin is to never open his mouth. Ted DiBiase is to cut all his promos. And I remember looking at him, and when he said that, I knew Vince didn't have a clue who Stunning Steve Austin was. The fact that you don't want this guy to talk, like, bro, like, seriously? So I now had to go to Steve, and I said, Steve, listen, bro, this is the mandate Vince has given me. I said, I don't agree with it. I says, it's what he wants. So basically, Steve said to me, Vince, you got to find a way for me to talk. You got to give me an opportunity. You got to give me a chance. So I remember I was writing a show. I don't remember if it was with Ed or not, but there was an opportunity to put Austin as the ringmaster on headsets during a match. And we put Austin on color during the match and let Austin talk, and right there, Austin 316 was born. Stone Cold. Bro, this guy took literally 3 minutes on color to become a millionaire. I mean, it was 3 minutes. And he took those 3 minutes and he owned those 3 minutes. It was all him, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was born from there.
Was he pretty easy to work with?
He was a little difficult, bro, and I'll tell you why. You got to understand, Steve came through the ranks, man, and he was always, you know, really a mid-carder at best. Once he became Stone Cold Steve Austin, he skyrocketed like that. And I know there was always a part of Steve that kind of, in the back of his mind, when he finally achieved this greatness, and in the back of his mind, I knew he thought, I could lose this just as quickly as I got it. So when we would write for him, he would really look at everything through a fine-tooth comb. I mean, really analyze it and rip it apart and put it back together. And I mean, at the end of the day, like, you can find a problem wrong with any script if you want. You can find a problem wrong with anything. And I think at times, because of his, you know, I think he was a little paranoid of going backward. So I think sometimes he might have overanalyzed things to a fault.